It's the NBA here on 2K Sports. Glad you tuned in on this Wednesday night for our live coverage. Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr are here. Doris Burke is our sideline reporter, and this is Kevin Harlan. Battle in the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
And this, the first of 3 games that these two teams will have against each other this year.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Lowry and Martin manning the backcourt. Scola out there with Dallenberg, and it's Parsons in at the 3 slot. And for the Kings, Terrence Williams is out there with Hayes. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Thomas. And it's Evans in at the 2-guard spot. Kicks it to Thomas. Here's Patterson. Here's Lowry. Lee outside. Patterson, the screen. Shot clock at 6. Backing down is Martin. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And as Steve just said, as the first game of the season series, you never know what implications these contests could have in terms of playoff position in the conference.
You know, Kevin, still a little early to know how things are going to shake out in terms of that. But definitely something that these teams will think about down the road.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Kevin McHale. And he said, honestly, it's hard to separate these teams on paper. We're similar in so many ways that it's difficult to find an area where one side really has an advantage. He said he wouldn't be surprised if this one was decided by just a few points. Perfect for us, guys.
Thanks for that, Doris. Boy, any edge you can get, guys, in a matchup like this is huge.
Yeah, I agree. You're exactly right. You're all over it there. I mean, these teams are very much on the same plane. You know, I think it's going to be a chess match.
I agree, Clark. I mean, I would expect a close game. It should be a back-and-forth contest, and should be fun to watch. I would expect it to go down to the wire.
Here's Clutch following the score by Houston. Here's the break by himself. Oh! And now here's the Sprite Slam Cam replay.
Good job there. No hesitation taking the ball right to the rack.
You know what, guys? Always the best plan in that situation.
The Kings trail by 4.
Although they thought they might be leaving the arena, the Kings didn't exactly play well at home. I mean, they had a terrible record on their own floor.
Here's Hayes. Here's Clutch. Nailed from three-point land. Clutch with his first bucket in the NBA. What a feeling he's got to have right now.
Well, he's already shown he has a great work ethic, and that's key because he's trying to develop into an everyday player out there.
And, Steve, with that work ethic, there's no reason to think that won't happen.
We're talking about the Kings. Actually, Steve, the worst home record in the entire league.
Isn't that amazing? When you think back a few years ago, and Sacramento was generally regarded as the toughest venue in the NBA. But times have changed. Sacramento in a downturn, and they're trying to turn things around now. One way to do that is to take care of your home floor.
Cannot hit, and it's Sacramento going the other way. 1:22 left to play in the first quarter. From past the arc, here's Thomas. The baseline J off the mark. Rockets trail. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, they were fortunate to be up against a D that looked totally overmatched. I mean, there wasn't much that they couldn't do offensively.
Yeah, they completely had their way with it.
And here are the Kings now, following the miss by Kevin Martin. Here's Evans. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to check down another.
And last year I thought was a tough season.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. And we'll be right back here shortly from Sacramento.
After the end of the second quarter, your Kings 50.
Welcome to HP at the half. The NBA season just getting underway. A full head of steam for the Kings, playing great basketball. They're looking to climb above 500 here in the early going. Their bench has given them a huge lift offensively, coming up big. Tyreke Evans dominating the first. Charlotte ended up with a loss to the Magic at Amway Center. They just could not come up even close. They fell apart. And another game that also finished up, it was the Raptors taking the win at Air Canada Center over the 76ers. They ended up just taking that game.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Rockets trail by 14. There's a screen. Here's Williams. He goes up, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 11 points.
That's 3 for 4 field goal shooting here in the third, so offensively, they're looking good.
Rockets on offense. It's a 16-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Clutch, he's in at point guard. Tyreke Evans out there with Terrence Williams. Then there's Travis Outlaw, and it's Thornton in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Dishes to Williams. From down low, back to Thornton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Rockets with the rebound.
Defense didn't give him any space there.
You know, guys, after 4 seasons with Coach Adelman at the helm, the Rockets front brass decided to go in a new direction this offseason. A little bit surprising because of Rick Adelman's respect and success around the league. A bold move for a franchise, not afraid to think differently. I think Adelman did a great job helping that team overachieve, though.
And stolen by Thornton. Kings leading now by 13. Working on Lee. Here's Clutch. Cans the shot with nobody near him. He's got 5. And Steve, you know, Adelman wasn't in favor of the new direction that the front office wanted to go with the Rockets.
Well, that disagreement had to be a big reason they parted ways, because the front office was not very specific about exactly what they wanted to do. But I guess we'll find out soon enough here in the years to come.
The turnaround can be no luck.
Another board for them, and they've got a huge advantage in that regard.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, rebounding one of the true barometers in winning basketball games, and if you rebound better, you typically are going to win ball games and do it comfortably.
Now Dragic looking for his first bucket of the game. Now here's Budinger. Houston needs to get a shot off. Lets the 3 fly, and Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Budinger. Dragic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The feed to Williams. From 20 feet out, and again it's Sacramento converting. Here's Dragic. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
He is to avoid mistakes and make each possession count.
Yeah, and I think the tendency can be to really rush or push the game a little bit. I think they need to avoid that.
Good. Camby's got his first basket of the night.
He makes the most of his chances on the offensive glass, doesn't he?
Here's Clutch. He's got 7. He feeds it to Evans. Budinger defending. 6 to shoot. Here's Thornton. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. They get Courtney Lee.
Well, after that great rookie year a couple seasons ago, Marcus Thornton struggled a bit.
2 shots.
Knocks it loose.
Well, that's a really slick move to come up with that, Steve.
Man.
Great lob, great catch, perfect execution on the alley-oop.
And not just with any old finish either. The big stuff.
Yeah, little something for everybody, Kevin.
Lowry kicks to Scola. An easy 2 points on the layup.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're leading by 9. 55 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, I was able to hear what Keith Smart had to say to his team. He said to them, I don't care what the scoreboard says right now. This game is ours for the taking as long as we make every possession count. He's trying to keep their focus right where it needs to be, guys.
It's Evans on the wing. Count it. And the Kings lead by 11.
That's a dagger. That will probably finish this game.
Yeah, it's over, Steve. Convincing closeout.
Lowry kicks to Scola. Back to Lowry. Clock at 6. Screen by Scola. Sinks the first one, and that brings them within 10. Both good from the line that time. Timeout called by the Kings. They're winning by 9. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they're obviously going to win, but this timeout may be about some substitutions.
Well, they may just want to make sure they don't do anything really foolish at the very end here.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. It's stolen by D'Alembert.
Unnecessary pass there. He's got to make a better decision. That's how it works. Your defense feeds into the offense.
Yeah, you know, excellent work, I thought. Solid work on both ends in that particular sequence.
Here's Thornton. The pass to Evans. So the Kings win it. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And that'll wrap it up.